Hi everyone, and welcome to our informational webinar, Teaching in the USA with Educational Partners International. We are Educational Partners International, but I will be calling us EPI for short throughout this presentation. My name is Jessica, and I work as a content specialist for EPI. I'm from the mountains of North Carolina, and before working with EPI, I taught English at the community college level. And I'm excited to be working with a company that combines my passion for education with my passion for cultural exchange. Today I'll be talking to you about what EPI does and how you can apply. We also want you to take this opportunity to ask any questions that you have regarding EPI and our process. You can ask us questions in the comment box and we will answer them at the end of the presentation. Keep in mind that we won't be able to answer questions about your specific application for privacy reasons. All of those questions should be emailed to team@teachwithepi.com. So today's webinar is a general introduction to EPI. By the end of this presentation, we hope you will understand the mission of EPI and know the benefits of the program both in the program and after you leave the US. So the first question that most people have is, what is EPI? You can answer this question in a lot of ways, but first and foremost, EPI is a cultural exchange program that brings international teachers into the US to teach. Officially, EPI is designated by the US Department of State as a sponsor for an exchange visitor program. We have become a world leader in cultural exchange, helping hundreds of teachers from around the world to come to the US to teach. Teachers in our program are currently teaching in Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Florida. While we work with schools across the southern United States, our personal office is in North Carolina, which is about where the arrow is on that map. So that's where we're from. Go ahead and tell us where you're from. You can let us know in the comment section. To understand some about the importance of U.S. cultural exchange, you may want to know more about the history of cultural exchange in the United States. Much of the cultural exchange movement in the U.S. was started by Senator J. William Fulbright. He was passionate about strengthening U.S. international relations and saw cultural exchange as a good way to accomplish this. You're probably familiar with his name because he created the Fulbright program, which is a famous international education scholarship. After creating the Fulbright program, he developed and passed the Fulbright-Hays Act of 1961. The purpose of this act was to increase mutual understanding between the people of the United States and the people of other countries by means of educational and cultural exchange in order to strengthen the ties which unite us with other nations. The Fulbright-Hays Act led to the creation of cultural exchange programs across the United States, including ours. If you have been on our website, you have probably seen this definition for EPI. Educational Partners International is a J-1 visa visitor exchange program authorized to sponsor teachers for K-12 placement in public, private, and charter schools in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, and Florida. But what does that actually mean? Well, as we've already stated, it means that we offer cultural exchange opportunities for teachers from other countries to come to the United States. Cultural exchange means that our teachers come to the U.S. to share their culture and then return to their home country so that they can share what they have learned about the U.S. Our program is a 3-year program, and after those 3 years, you could possibly apply for an extension of 2 years. That means that the longest that you will stay in the United States with us is 5 years. Because you will have a J-1 visa, after you have finished our program, you will return to your home country for 2 years. Those 2 years where you go back home are important because that is where you're really going to complete our cultural exchange mission. Of course, we want to help you come to the U.S. to share your culture, but we are also interested in you returning home and sharing your experience in the U.S. with other people in your home country. That is because EPI believes sharing knowledge across cultures and venues improves understanding among teachers, students, administrators, and members of the communities in which we live. This is the whole reason why we do this program. Your ability to bring your culture to the United States and then to take U.S. culture back home with you is really what true cultural exchange is about. Exchanging knowledge and information between cultures so that we can understand each other better as a global community. So what does this kind of cultural exchange look like? Well, as a teacher with EPI, you will create projects and events to help share some of your culture with students and teachers in the U.S. Today, we have a couple of examples of projects our teachers have done. Here's an event that one of our teachers from Ecuador hosted at her school. For the event, she gave her students some traditional Ecuadorian food and taught them a traditional dance after telling them some about culture in her home country. This is an activity organized by one of our Filipino teachers for his art class. He taught the class about the Mascara Festival and its history. He then had his students make their own traditional festival masks for their own Mascara Festival. Here's an event that a couple of our Jamaican teachers did together. For this event, they made Jamaican food. They also taught traditional dances to the students and teachers at the school. We also have a video today of Claudia, one of our Spanish immersion teachers from Mexico, describing one of her cultural exchange projects and the effects that it had on her community. Here is Claudia's experience with cultural exchange in the U.S.
Today is May 10. May 10 in Mexico, it's a really big celebration. It's Mother's Day, and for us, mothers are like the base of the family. So at school, what I try to do is just to share my culture and share the way we celebrate in Mexico here. The kids were really excited. They were happy to be able to sing to their moms. They were happy to be able to express their feelings. And for the American moms, they can learn about our culture, the way that we celebrate. I think every single mom liked and enjoyed this event.
So as you can see, we provide many opportunities for you to share your culture with your schools here in the United States, and there are many different ways that you can do this. You will have the ability to find what you are really passionate about and share that with your students. Now that you have more of a background on who we are and what we do, it's time to talk about the benefits you'll get from participating in our program. So as we keep talking about, the most obvious benefit is that you will get to encounter new cultural experiences, experience life in the U.S., and share your culture with people who would not normally experience it. Your students here may not know very much at all about life in your home country, and you will get to share things with your students that they would have never known otherwise. By doing this, you also have the opportunity to make a positive impact for students all over the world, not just in your home country. Also, one of the most important things that we offer you is personal and professional support for you during your time here in the U.S. We think teacher support is a major part of this whole process and one of the most important things that we do. We are invested in your success, so we are available as a resource for you even after you have arrived in the U.S. So let's talk more in depth about the type of support that we offer our teachers. EPI's support program is an area of pride for us as a cultural exchange program. We start our support program immediately after our teachers are chosen for a position in the United States. As soon as you are placed in one of our schools, one of our dedicated and trained teacher support specialists will contact you to help guide you in the process of moving to the U.S. They will start by giving you a welcome packet with information on your new community. This packet includes information about everything from housing and medical services to food and entertainment. Our teacher support specialists are familiar with the places our teachers work and can help you create a budget, find housing, and make a plan for your transportation. The relationship between you and your teacher support specialist is an important one and will continue throughout your time as an EPI program member. Your teacher support specialist will be in touch with you during orientation and post-arrival. Should you need help of any kind while you are in the U.S., our teacher support specialists are ready to help you. We want you to come to us with your challenges so that we can help you overcome them. In addition to our teacher support specialists, we offer instructional support. Our team of instructional support specialists are education professionals who are familiar with the expectations of U.S. schools, and they can help you with any issue that you have in the classroom. At EPI, we understand that American students need the international perspective that teachers like you bring, and we are dedicated to doing all we can to help you deliver it. From culture shock to meeting the needs of struggling learners, we are here to support you. EPI is a program that not only provides benefits while you are here, but also when you return to your home country. The experiences and professional development that you have while you are here in the United States is something that you will carry with you your whole life. Once you are done with our program, you will be able to go home with a new perspective that will enrich your personal and professional life. Also, participating in this program means that you are now a world educator. You are a teacher who has taught students from multiple countries all over the world. Experiences like these are truly life-changing, and you will not be the same kind of teacher or person that you were before we came here, which we consider to be one of the major benefits of participating in our program. So before we finish talking about the benefits that EPI has to offer, here's what some of our teachers have to say about their time in the United States. Kendra from the Bahamas says, EPI has made my move to the U.S. a smooth one. Their professional team provided a well-organized trip for me. Their team members are always available to address any questions or concerns you may have regarding any part of the experience. Thank you, EPI, for this wonderful opportunity. Edward from China says, my teaching experience with EPI is full of interesting professional development opportunities and cultural interactions. I encourage all new candidates to come to the USA with EPI to experience a teaching journey full of self-motivation, inspiration, and creativity. We also have a video testimonial from Claudia. After this brief video clip, we will be answering your questions in a live question and answer session. So this is what Claudia has to say about her experience with EPI.
EPI, it's, for me, has made my dream come true. And I'm just really happy to be here. I'm really happy to be part of EPI, and I just hope that everybody joins us.
To hear more from our teachers, you can visit our Facebook page. We have posted several videos of our teachers talking about their cultural exchange experiences. We also post teacher testimonials on our website, teachwithepi.com. So now it's time for your questions. I will be answering any questions that you have left in the comments. So if you've not yet submitted your questions, ask them now. Also, feel free to tell us about yourself. We would love to know where you are from. It looks like we have already heard from teachers from Jamaica, the Philippines, Nepal, Brazil, Argentina, Italy, and South Africa today. So our first question today is there an age limit? So no, there is no age limit to participate in our program. Regardless of how old or young you are, go ahead and apply at teachwithepi.com. The next question is, what is the deadline for the 2018 placement? So EPI's application doesn't have a deadline. We just have running applications. However, it can take some time for you to get through the whole application process because there are a lot of documents you will need to collect. So it's important that you start your application as soon as possible. Our next question is, what grades and levels are you looking for? So we are currently looking for grades K through 12. Those are the American grades that we place in, and those are approximately ages 5 to 18. Next question is, what subjects are you looking for? We are currently placing in all subjects, so regardless of what subject, go ahead and apply. On that same note, it looks like our next question is how to apply. So you're going to go to teachwithepi.com. You're going to scroll down until you see the big orange button that says apply here. You're going to click the apply here button and answer some eligibility questions. They're mostly yes or no questions. Click submit, and then you'll be able to start your application with your email address. Our next question is, what does it cost, or what is the fee? So our application does not have an application fee, but there are some documents that will cost money that you will be responsible for paying for, such as the criminal record check and the certified translations of your documents. All right, our next question is, do I need a driver's license? So no, you do not have to be a driver's license, you do not have to be a driver to participate in our program. However, if you do have a driver's license or you do intend on driving in the United States, we will need to see a copy of it on your application. Okay, so our last question today is, how long does it take? So the application can take several weeks. It really depends on how quickly you can upload all of the correct documents that we need. So it's important for you to start as soon as possible since it can take some time to get through your application. Okay, so that's all the time we have today. If we didn't get to your questions, we're going to be responding to the questions in the comment section after the broadcast. If you haven't gotten a chance to ask your question, you can go ahead and leave it now as well. Okay, so now that you know more about us, the question is EPI right for you? So here we have listed some of the basic requirements for our program. EPI teachers must have a bachelor's degree. They must have at least 2 years full-time teaching experience. They must be currently teaching, and they must have advanced English skills. So if that sounds like it applies to you, apply at teachwithepi.com. As you can see in the video clip, the first step is to go to our website, teachwithepi.com/teachers. Once you are there, you will scroll down until you see the orange button that says click here to apply. Then you will answer some questions about your eligibility and click the submit button. After you answer the questions, you will be able to make an account with your email address and start your application. An email address is all you need to get your application started. If you've already started the application process, be sure that you are checking your email regularly for updates on your status. So in closing today, I would like to share this quote from J. William Fulbright that I feel really illustrates the importance of cultural exchange education. He says, "We must try to expand the boundaries of human wisdom, empathy, and perception, and there is no way of doing that except through education." Much like Fulbright talks about here, at EPI we hope to expand the understanding of U.S. students by giving them the opportunity to learn from teachers like you. Okay, so that's all for today. If you are interested in viewing our previous webinars or signing up for upcoming webinars, go to teachwithepi.com/webinars and sign up for our mailing list. Also, be sure to follow us on Facebook to hear more about our upcoming events, as well as to hear more from our current teachers. If you have any more questions, be sure to email us at team@teachwithepi.com. So on the behalf of everyone at EPI, thanks for joining us and have a great day.